As we all gather with family and friends this Christmas holiday to give thanks for what we have, one man from our area is giving thanks for the many years he has had in public service, the opportunity to serve you. I'm pleased to be welcoming back to our studios again Congressman Lou Barletta. It's been 19 years. That is really hard to believe that you have been in the public eye and serving the community. First, 3 terms as mayor of City of Hazleton, and then 4 terms in the United States Congress. What's going through your mind that come January you're going to start a new chapter in your life?
How blessed I am, to be able to be the mayor of your hometown and have the people support you. 3 terms as mayor. It's I don't know. I think there might have been one other person who served that long as mayor, 1 or 2, and then go on to Congress and serve 4 terms in the United States Congress. It's such an honor, really, to know that the people put their confidence and faith in you. So I'm very thankful for that.
I've covered all the stories, all the times that you won and lost over the years. There was twice for Congress where you were unsuccessful. You have always stayed the same person, and I'm not just saying this, but you've always been humble since day one, and you remain that way even though you've been in Washington with all the biggest and brightest in the country. Well,
thank you. It's very, I'm very proud that I never let Washington change me as well. I saw so many of my colleagues go there and literally, drink the Kool-Aid and become somebody totally different. And I never forgot who sent me to office. It's always the people that they sent me there, and that's who I work for, and I never forgot that.
What do you look back on as some of your major accomplishments, both in Congress and in the City of Hazleton?
Well, we can't look back without talking about, when I took a stand against illegal immigration at a time in our country where nobody else did. And the ridicule and name-calling that I went through and the threats and how my life was affected, I mean, literally nationally, and told that, this is not even an issue, that, you're a racist and a bigot. When I saw firsthand how it was affecting our community, and the fact, Lisa, that during that time, I didn't back down. I didn't run away. I didn't cave. I didn't worry about my political career. I was fighting for Hazleton and fighting for the people here and fighting for immigrants. I mean, that's what was so frustrating. I was fighting for legal immigrants and the American citizens. And, that time was something that I'll never forget. My time in Congress, there's so many things, saved a lot of money, over $4 billion, and something that I did with real estate. But I think one of the things that I'm most proud of in my time at Congress had nothing to do with passing a bill. I think sometimes God puts you in the right place at the right time, and I was just a freshman. And I remember coming back, it was a Monday, and we were voting that night, and I went in and I overheard 2 Pennsylvania congressmen talking about this little girl in southeastern PA. Her name was Sarah Murnahan. She was 10 years old. The little girl had cystic fibrosis. She needed a lung transplant, and she literally only had a couple weeks to live because it's very rare to get a child's lung. Mm-hmm. Sarah, her doctors at CHOP in Philadelphia said would qualify for an adult lung. However, a rule by the federal government said that you have to be 12 years old to get an adult lung. And Sarah would have been first on that list. The next day, Secretary of Health and Human Services, Kathleen Sebelius, was coming to testify. And I remember asking her that if she would deny somebody a lung transplant based on the color of their skin. And she said, well, of course not, Congressman. And I said, would you deny somebody a lung transplant based on their gender, whether they're male or female? She said, no, we would never do that. I said, then why are you going to let a little girl die? Because she's 10 years old and not 12. And you could have heard a pin drop in that room, that hearing room. And she paused and she said, well, Congressman, unfortunately, some will live and some will die. Well, her comment to me went viral across the country. And the following week, a federal judge stepped in and said, you cannot deny this little girl a lung because of her age. And Sarah got a lung. She's 16 years old today.
So I know our viewers, and we all wonder, what's next for Lou Barletta? Because I'm sure we haven't seen or heard the last of you.
Well, I'm going to spend some quality time with my family, who I've denied a lot of time over the years serving in public office, and I'm going to spend time with them, and I'm going to see, weigh my options, maybe after the holidays, and see what the next chapter will write.
Thank you for always being available to talk to us, and I'm sure you have a message for our viewers that you'd like to say to them before we end this today.
Sure. First of all, I want to thank everyone, for all the years of the support that I've gotten, the friendships that I've made, the love that I've gotten from my home community. There's not a better place to live. I'm so proud of where we come from, and proud that I had an opportunity to serve you in many different capacities. I hope I made everyone proud. I did the best that I can for our area. I always did and always will, and I will continue to do, and no matter what I do next, continue to do what I think is best for everyone else. And I want to thank everyone for their prayers for my family, especially for my grandson, if people will continue to keep him in their prayers too. And I just want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and a blessed holiday for everyone.
Merry Christmas to you and to your family. We'll definitely keep your grandson in our prayers. And we hope to talk with you soon. We're not going to say goodbye, but we'll just say, see you later.
Thank you.